All right, let's start. How is everyone doing? Allow me to introduce myself and welcome you to the AMA with Tectum. My name is Diana. I have recently joined the Tectum team. I lead on the marketing and PR fronts, and it's such a pleasure to be with the Tectum team. Today, joining me for this wonderful AMA is Alex Guseff, our co-founder and the lead architect and the creator of this technology. Alex, it's great to have you here. Alex, are you with us?
Oh, still, look at me. I'm I'm an engineer. Cannot figure this out. Yeah, I'm on. Hello, everybody. Glad to be
It's
here.
great to have you here with
Yeah.
us, Alex. Uh, where have you been? The community haven't seen you for a while. Where have you been? Why are you here with us today?
Well, there is so many technical details and aspects. I just wanted to be there and just ask my team. I said, guys, can I do it this time? And plus, I have not been on AMA for over a year, and I was graciously allowed to lead today. So I hope you don't mind.
All right, so it's a pleasure to have you here. Nice. Awesome. Actually, Alex, I'm going to be asking you a lot of questions today. So, you as a lead engineer and creator, all of this awesome technology, I please ask you to bear with me. I'm a marketeer. I come from a fintech background. So, if I do ask some slightly stupid, silly questions, please do bear with me because, I'm really eager to understand how this technology works. And I'm sure that the community is as well. So, the more we can explain things and offer transparency and just get people to understand our technology the better. So please do bear with me today.
Let's do it, Diana. Let's do it. Let's go.
All right. So, I mean, um, I'd like to tell the community first that because we have so much things going on, we'll be hosting those AMAs much more often now, and we have a form out. So any question that you guys have, please direct it to the form. The reason to why we're using the form and not bringing people up on a live conversation is that because we want to give everybody a chance, right, to voice their questions. So please do send all your questions to the forum, and we'll be very happy to answer them. But as for today's session, we have a very juicy topic. The topic that is basically on everyone's mind: the public blockchain, the SDK, the API. The developers are out there and they're hungry to test our blockchain. So, Alex, what are we doing about that? Where is that happening?
We're gonna have this public blockchain very soon. We actually divided into two phases. Phase one, which is going to be done literally like in few months, and then a phase two where our community will finally get what they've been waiting for so long. There's been delay. Yes, we apologize for that. But we do have a very, very legit excuse. Our analytics came back to us with a very serious and profound proposition to add staking as a component to our consensus mechanism. As you probably know, we are proud of owning the intellectual property, owning the invention for uh, proof of utility consensus, which is in a basic term what Hyperledger kind of works, which is a pyramidal structure allowing one master node, one elect node to spread everything down instantly, which actually defines the speed of a blockchain. And suddenly we have our analytical department coming back to us and saying, guys, look at Ethereum. It worked out so well for them. Let's add this in. And in taking into consideration that the half life of average fintech slash blockchain project has decreased from 3 years to 18 months in the recent uh, couple of years. We realized we need to be ahead of time. We need to be ahead of time, and it's worth risk. And we um, we did have some serious talks on a top level in our company, and we decided to do that.
All right, all right. So I understand we have some dates set for that, right? Can you tell us more
Absolutely.
about when we expect to have that?
Well, absolutely. I mean, when you when you delay your promises for your community, you better have dates when you show up next time. So,
Indeed.
right. So our first day, phase one, will be released on by September, before but no later September 1st,
Mm-hmm. Okay.
which was like 2 plus something months, and phase two, which is a fully public IV3. This is our gonna be our proprietary. It's gonna be our masterpiece. Proprietary consensus. Consensus is the heart of the blockchain.
Mm-hmm.
By December 31st of this year.
I see. I see. Wow, that's nice. Uh, can we dive into the details of that first phase? Tell me more. How are we growing into? What are we doing basically to develop ourselves into the public blockchain? What are the steps that we're going to take?
Well, community.
Tell me more.
Well, you see, community is eager to see community product.
Mm-hmm.
People, I mean, when you make a claim that you're the fastest blockchain in the world, you better uh,
Better be.
you better let allow everybody to touch it,
Yeah.
and to test it with their hands, and we decided to split, and we took the most critical, important factors and functions which a community is looking for, which is API and
Okay.
API, and we do have as you know, we have our blockchain running in a private mode right now, and we
Mm-hmm.
added consensus component to it, which is quite similar to Solana consensus minus stake, and we're gonna have 12 validator nodes doing work for free. By the way, so there will be no fees for validating until the end of the year, and it will basically amount to light node, which is going to be available for download on the GitHub by September 1st for developers to
All right.
download.
I'd like.
Yeah, they
Yeah.
download that light node and they launch their light node. And as soon as light node releases transaction, it signs transaction with its private keys, and the validator node confirms at least one validator confirms signs the transaction. So we have minimum two signatures confirmations, maximum 13 on every transaction by September 1st. So really, I mean, you cannot call it private, but we don't want to. We would rather under promise.
I see. So basically, when we add the consensus mechanism to a private blockchain, that's when it stops becoming private. Am I correct on that?
Yes, yes.
This is what we're doing right now.
By
This is the process we're doing right now.
by definition, yes. By definition, you're absolutely correct.
Mm-hmm.
By definition, uh, private blockchain is a blockchain where all the nodes are working as a one piece, as a whole. They do have distributed. They still have distributed ledger, and until the last node dies, the information, the data is safe. You see,
Mm.
the redundancy is the name of the game in private
Mm-hmm.
blockchain. In public blockchain, uh, security of the network is the name of the game, because uh, nodes can be located in different parts of the world, and the people and the groups or entities which who run that nodes, they don't even know each other. And in our case, we prefer to still call it private, though yes, you are correct. This is the embryon of a public blockchain.
All right, so this is where we're heading to. You also touched on an idea about light nodes. I'm not sure if everybody in our community is aware of that. Could you just touch on a bit further and explain what are light nodes, how do they work, and what is their part
Yes.
in this growth
Well,
and this process?
Diana, in essence, it's a client node. It's a client node.
Mm.
It's available. It's going to be available absolutely for free
Okay.
for download. It automatically connects to Tectum blockchain, and
Mm-hmm.
it does have interface. So people will be able to do basic things like mint tokens, um, uh, deposit Tectum tokens to the wallet. And the Tectum token wallet will be automatically created. There's going to be two ways to log in to sign up. So you will be able to create a Tectum user um, after installing the node, or you will be able to use your Tectum uh, ID to operate a node.
Mm-hmm.
So,
I see.
and then node will have API coming with it, so you would uh, be able to develop your own project, your own UX, your own
Mm-hmm.
backend
Yeah.
on top of that node.
That's what the devs want, right? That's what the devs are hungry for, and they're waiting.
Yes, absolutely, and we're gonna give it to them by September 1st.
Wow, awesome. Okay. Another question comes to mind. What about fees? Any fees out there within this period of time?
Well, you see, there are two trends in the blockchain industry right now. First trend was led by Binance and the likes, which is 1/10%, and under 1/10%, which is community very used to. Another trend is by Tron, which is always under $1. If you follow through the transactions, you will see that the average transaction is always between 50 to 75 cents equivalent of American dollar. So we decided to run a community test until the end of the year,
Mm-hmm.
and by the end of the year, we're gonna know what guys want. We're gonna know what community wants. But right now, for now, we will be testing the 1/10%, never exceeding American dollar equivalent fee. And this is
Okay.
this is not for the node confirmation, Diana. You don't mix those two nodes. The
Mm-hmm.
validator nodes will be confirming transactions for free. This is going to be a free service till the end of the year. Why free? Because after the end of the year, blockchain will become public. So
I see.
we're gonna shut these nodes down. And the fees I'm talking about the actual performance fees, creating minting Tectum tokens, in creating conducting performance activity. So so
Mm-hmm.
there will be a small fee taken in Tectum tokens. Um, the fee will be measured as a 1/10%, and but never exceeding $1.
I see. I see. Um. Okay. Can we just elaborate a bit on those functionalities of those custom tokens we are speaking about? Alex, have we lost you along the way?
Diana, I think there was a glitch in the internet. Can you please repeat your question, dear?
Yeah. I was just asking you about those custom tokens, about the functionalities. Just wanted to, just let the devs and the community know a bit more. What are the type of things that we'll be able to play around and experiment with? What are the functionalities of those custom tokens?
Again, simple approach borrowed from Einstein. Things should be made as simple as possible, but not simpler than that. Nobody has done better job than Ethereum. So
Mm-hmm.
we are going to adapt the core properties such as a mint token, uh, um, decimal points, quantity of tokens, burnable, not burnable, hard cap, no hard cap, blacklist, etc. And and
All
these
right.
and these properties and these functions will be available by on September 1st. But we are we specifically want to make a statement for at least 810, and literally every week, every month, we will be adding more until we reach the point of maturity where developers will have everything they want to form their own fully functional digital environments on our system.
Hmm. Okay, nice, nice. Sounds cool. So by our second date, will we have like a fully functioning uh, public blockchain, uh, or is it going to be a time for them to test?
It will be fully functional blockchain available to be tested by the community. We actually planning on having a hackathon.
Nice, nice. The devs would love that, wouldn't they?
Yeah.
Okay. So basically, by our second phase, we'll be in the test net. Our test net will be out, and people can come in and test our product finally, and enjoy a hackathon, and really give feedback. Right? That's what we want.
Yeah, and we intend to reward our participants. Reward our participants for finding glitches in our system. Just the
Mm-hmm.
only thing we cannot do is we cannot say when network is going to go live, because we want
Mm-hmm.
our community to decide when we are ready and mature enough to go live.
Okay. I mean, our community is our core, so definitely we need their input in that.
Yes.
All right. Can you tell me a bit more about those developments we'll be doing in the second phase as well? There's something interesting for developers to know in terms of what type of works we'll be doing.
Well, does your question apply to public blockchain release or some other developments, some bypass products we intending to release?
Maybe the Ivy Tree consensus is something we haven't touched upon yet.
Oh, yeah, yeah, it's our masterpiece.
Yeah,
Yeah,
should be touched upon.
it used to be called proof of utility until it got
Mm-hmm.
commoditized by other players in the other players in the space. What it really does, what proof of utility in our vision, which is Ivy Tree, does, it allows a guy with a laptop uh, to earn money with maybe not the same success, but with an acceptable rate as a guy with a powerful server. There is four components now, primary components, primary factors. There is way more than four, but four are worth being mentioned.
Mm-hmm.
Obviously, hardware performance matters. First one, um, second one, internet network bandwidth, and
Mm-hmm.
all related factors such as latency, blah blah blah. The third one is our our know-how is a randomizer, um, because you see rating. It's all about rating. We have our masterpiece is a weight rating, node weight rating, and
Mm-hmm.
that node weight rating will be defined by four components. The fourth one, and which really caused the delay in development, is the staking component. But we
Okay, tell us more.
right. Well, we weren't able to make staking component, staking factor, leading factor, because that would turn us into the corporation. More tokens I got, more voting power I have. That
Mm.
wouldn't be fair to our original promise to the community.
Mm-hmm.
Right. Because, well, yeah, that's what proof of utility is. It gives you a chance. It always gives you a chance, no matter how small um, and
How small your input is,
so
yeah.
small your device is,
Make it,
how
make it,
not how wiki your device is. You still have a chance to get a piece
yeah.
of the pie
Make it.
to earn from the network, and that's the randomizer. Staking really will the way we did it. We allowed staking to define the ceiling. Like, well, for example, um,
Give me something
yeah,
like an example, something that I can understand, Alex. This is all like complicated tech. Come on, give us something easier to understand.
Oh, yeah. I was just gonna ask you. Do you mind if I go to a little bit go into details? You gotta forgive me. I'm an engineer. Uh,
Indeed.
let's say network is comprised of only two nodes, yours and mine,
All right.
and your node has 1,000 tokens balance. and my node has a 500 tokens balance.
All right.
And let's say we have equally performing devices, which basically means that my rating is half of yours. And suddenly reward comes to us. Let's say 150 tokens.
Yeah.
Which means since your rating is 100%, because you're the highest token holder in the network, because you have 1,000. Remember, you have 1,000 tokens. I have 500 tokens.
Yeah.
The node with the highest balance is taken as 100%. So, like if, for example, Johnny joins network with his node and he's got 2,000 token balance in his node, his 2,000 token become 100%. Now you have 50% rating ceiling. You see, staking in our model does not define your rating; it defines your ceiling.
Yeah, and other factors also affect it.
This way, guy with a powerful machine, like for example, I have 500 tokens, you have 1,000 tokens, and my machine is twice more powerful than yours, and my rating is only 50%, right? Ceiling.
Yeah.
But yours, though you have 100% ceiling, you cannot reach them because your machine is twice as weak as mine. So we are equal. Which makes us equal, plus a randomizing factor. And we're very proud to, every community knows that we have our own random number algorithm, which has been tested and proven through, I would say, decade by now, which will basically give you and me, besides staking factor and besides a hardware performance factor, will give a chance to randomly become a winner and become an elect node and get all the profits.
Nice. I see. That's cool. I wanted to ask you about the name, by the way, about the Ivy Tree consensus. I like the name. Where'd you get it from?
One of us is just in love with nature, and he said, look at the ivy tree. It touches the ground with all the branches all at the same time. So that's what our consensus looks like. When elect node is elected, it hits everybody simultaneously.
I see. Nice. Indeed, it is a beautiful tree and a beautiful name and a beautiful system.
Yeah.
So that's awesome.
It's already patent pending.
All right, that's cool. That's a lot of updates from us in terms of technical updates. I'm sure the community would like to dive into that in a lot of details. So we'll have a detailed roadmap and an article released next week on our socials. So keep an eye on that, where you can read more about this, learn, ask your questions. Once again, I want to tell you that we have the forum open. It's going to be open all the time. So please do voice your questions over there if you want to ask us something which we can further on elaborate on our further AMAs or our socials. So we're here to answer all your questions. I think it's about it about the public blockchain. I mean, there's so much to be said, right, Alex? But
Absolutely.
we're trying to manage the time over here. We have one more update, which is also kind of cool. I wanted to bring up. I think we're getting a step closer to the mass adoption of our soft mode wallet app, because it's turning into an app. Finally, we're getting into the iOS and app and iOS and Android stores. Tell me more. When is that? When is that happening? When can people actually download and use it?
When is it happening? The same dates by September 1st. But I would rather see you ask me why this is happening.
Okay, tell me why.
Well, we hit 3 blockchain / fintech conferences in Dubai in Emirates this year, and we had our booth, and we just did everything the right way, and we got bombarded. People would walk up to us and say, "Guys, this is such an awesome disruptive product. What is mobile app?
Mm-hmm.
And obviously, you don't want to develop. You don't want to start developing mobile app until your interface and all your functions are in place. And since we had so many new components like EPOS, Mint House, Dot Cache. I mean, there's just the ocean of new features and components. We didn't want to start developing mobile app until we're set and firm because it takes 15 minutes to change something on your website, but it takes 24 hours to get approved by Apple or Google moderator to make a little change in your mobile app. So normally mobile apps are done at the end historically,
Mm-hmm.
though there is a trend to start from mobile apps. We decided to take traditional route. That was decision made a couple of years ago, and we decided that until we get everything, we have. I mean, let's be honest, Diana, we have complicated product.
Indeed.
Yeah, we made a huge claim. We decided to make Bitcoin spendable again, and
Yeah.
yeah, and that I mean that took some effort from us. And when we hit these summits, like every second person would ask us, "Where is mobile app? Where is mobile app?" And after the third one, after FinTech Summit, uh,
It was about time,
it was about time. We decided, let's do it. Let's do it.
Yeah, indeed. I really think it's going to make our soft note solution much more user friendly and much more attainable right now with the mobile app. Just much more easier to use. So that's why I mentioned I think it's really a step closer to the mass adoption of our product. We're moving in that direction, and this is a great milestone. And I'm looking forward to be able to play with the app. And I think our community will be excited as well. So that's all great news. But our development team has a lot of work to do in the next 6 months.
Oh,
So
our development team doubled in the last 6 months.
oh, this is also great info for our community to know that we have a huge workforce operating on all of those different elements, and this is how we're able to deliver all those great things, right?
Correct, absolutely.
Awesome, awesome, awesome. I think it's about it for today's AMA. I mean, there's so much more that we can discuss, but we like to take we like to do AMAs more often now, right? As I mentioned at first, and to give you actually time to ask the question you want to ask. So next week we're actually having an AMA with a very well-known platform called Galaxy. And we hope for you to join our AMA there. We'll be discussing more about our project, our updates, and more details. And then we'll be hosting more AMAs also on our channels, much more focused topics, right? Diving into more details, making sure that all the questions our community has, we're answering. So we're here. Please ask your questions, voice them out. We'll be happy to answer them. And we'll see you again very soon. And I thank everybody for being here. I thank you, Alex, for all this information that you've thrown on us. We're gonna go and digest it right now, but it's great to know all those great news coming up. And thank you, everybody, for being here.
Thank you, Diana. You were awesome.
Thank you. Cheers, guys. Bye bye.
Bye bye.